Do you stop as soon as you run into a big problem or challenge? Well, then this is for you. Welcome. This is Nikita. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs and leaders just like you discover their life's true purpose and live their dreams no matter what. If you are having a hard time seeing the solutions to a problem, well, then this is exactly how you change all of that. First, you have to understand that any problem, any challenge, any test is just that. It's a test. It's a test to see if you can take a step back and see that problem and challenge from a new angle. See if you can separate yourself emotionally and mentally from that problem and give it to the higher power. Einstein said the problems that we face cannot be solved on the same level of mind which created them. That means if you're looking at a problem and you can't see the solution instantly, you have to separate yourself emotionally and mentally from that problem and seek the solution somewhere else. Seek the solution from the universal intelligence. Seek the solution from the source. That's why some of the greatest solutions to really big challenging problems comes from what people have coined shower time. When we're doing something inane and doing something that doesn't have anything to do with solving that problem, all of a sudden, boom, it's like a light bulb hits you. All of a sudden, you see the way, you see the solution, you see the answer. And the reason this happens is for two reasons. The first is because when you were super duper focused, that was great, but your focus narrows your vision. And when your vision is narrowed, when you have tunnel vision, you can't see all of the other solutions. You can't see all of the other opportunities, all of the other things. So the first thing that you must learn how to do is to take a deep breath and take a step back. To really, really separate yourself from the challenge you are facing. Because the truth is, that problem might not be solved immediately. It might take hours, weeks, months, maybe even years to figure out the real solution. But if you're digging the same tunnel over and over and it keeps collapsing on you, then why would you keep trying to dig the same tunnel? It makes no sense. Why don't you start a different tunnel and come at it from a different direction? Hmm. Doesn't that seem better? Because then you're going to be a lot more relaxed because you know you're going to find the solution no matter what. It might take a little bit longer than you expected, but you're going to find it. And the second reason it works is because you are implementing the reticular activation system. That is the energy which connects your thoughts to everybody else's thoughts, to the collective superconsciousness, to the source, to universal intelligence. And that is where all of the real solutions come from. Chances are, whenever you look at your life, the big solutions to the very challenging problems didn't come from you. And if you will be honest with yourself, then you will learn how to dedicate specific time. There's meditation time, but there's also deep thinking time. Thinking when you are thinking about that challenge, but you also let go. You also take a step back and do your best to see the challenge, to see the problem, to see the test from every single angle. Maybe there's a trick, a hack. Maybe there's a way you are not seeing because you're so focused, so focused, so focused, you're missing everything else. I found that for very successful entrepreneurs, that is exactly the case. Because they've succeeded in the past before, they think that just raw determination and action towards that thing, no matter what, will solve it. But as soon as they take a step back, boom, the solution just becomes self-evident. It's like it comes out of nowhere. That is exactly one of the things that I teach in my coaching. My participants go through a specific training system that is engineered for them to learn how to separate themselves emotionally and mentally so that way they can let go, they can have a peaceful life, and yet know that there's still going to be a solution at the appropriate time. But for most people, accepting that right now is not the right time is one of the hardest things that they can face, especially if they've been winning in the past. Maybe you're literally not breathing properly, so you're not getting enough oxygen into your brain, so that's why you're not seeing the solution. Maybe you haven't slept. Maybe you haven't eaten. Maybe you haven't shared it with the important people in your life that might see the answer instantly. There are so many answers to every single problem. Us humans just need to learn how to let go. Now, letting go is one of the most challenging things that I teach highly successful people because we want to be the source of the solution. But the truth is, we are almost never the source of the solution. One of the greatest presidents and speakers that ever lived, Roosevelt, used to dictate his speeches while he was in the bath. Literally, his secretary would be sitting outside of the bathroom while he would be in the bathtub telling her what to write down for his speech because he was able to fully relax, to fully connect, and to fully be peaceful. So that way he could think completely, feel it fully, and figure out what words to say to a nation at war, a nation that was losing so many people. Most solutions literally do come from shower time, from when your brain is relaxed, your body is at peace, and your soul is able to connect to all of the other souls and figure out what that solution really is, what that answer really is. I know it seems contradictory to let go of something, to let go of the problem, to let go of the challenge, and then instantly be able to figure out the answer. Well, it might not be instant, but it will come as long as you trust the process. Just let go and know that there is an answer. And when you are ready to receive it, you will. This universe is a perfect engineered machine. All you got to do is learn the rules and follow them so that way you can use them to your advantage. Remember, stay peaceful. Let's go.